Salam sejahtera. My name is Evelyn Huboy, and my team members are consist of Stephanie Ajmain and Muhammad Azan Fauzan Yaakob. We are going to present our innovation, which is titled Restaurant Operation Management Students Handbook. Before I talk more on this innovation, I would like to share about our team achievements, which are two achievements so far, which is during the Pameran Project Pelajar Jabatan Pelancongan and Hospitality in 2022, our team have won Naib Johan. And secondly, during the Project 26 Polytechnic Kota Kinabalu, our team have won the fifth place, which is the best fifth among the other participants from all departments in Polytechnic Kota Kinabalu. All right. Maybe you have questions like, why do you innovate this book? Okay, there are reasons this handbook was created. The main problem that students and lecturers face during the practical class for restaurant operation, the first one is there is no prior reference detailing restaurant operations management before, during, and after the service. Secondly, students are assigned a new task each week on a rotating basis and often face difficulties in executing it. The lecturer frequently has to repeat instructions, which is time-consuming and inefficient. So, from the problems that I have mentioned earlier, okay, we came up with this restaurant management handbook, and the main function of the handbook is firstly detailed task references that students need to carry out a week before the practical, during the practical, and after completing the practical. Secondly, this handbook also provides access to related forms, methods for collecting guest feedback through Google Forms, and a checklist of tasks that need to be completed by all team. Here are a simple access procedure how students can access to this handbook. The first one is course lecturer get the link from the team, and step 2, course lecturer distribute the link to class. And lastly, the step 3, students use the handbook throughout the semester. For security purpose, only students with the link are able to access the handbook. Let's see how the book functions. In chapter 1, the chapter 1 will discuss about the service team responsibilities. In brief, in chapter 1, a detailed task for each position is explained, and every time students exchange their role in the service section, they could easily know the task by referring to this handbook. Every week, students will be given different tasks. Some will be the manager of the day or restaurant manager. Some will be bartender. Some students will given tasks as a linen staff. Also decoration team, promotion team, table setting team, kitchen steward, and hostess or cashier. Not forgetting the waiter and waitress. In restaurant operation practical class, students are required to complete tasks based on 1 week before, during the operation, and during the closing. To help the students to execute their task efficiently, in this handbook, a detailed task for each position 1 week before the scheduled operation, during the operation, and during the closing is explained in the handbook. This will help the students to execute their task without much supervision from the course lecturer. In chapter 2, this handbook explains the task for kitchen team. Kitchen team normally consists of chef on duty, and his or her assistant, chef de partie in the cold kitchen, chef de partie in main kitchen, and the pastry chef. A detailed task for each of these positions is also explained, and it helps students because every time students exchange their role in the kitchen, they could easily know their task by referring to this handbook. While for chapter 3, it consists of miscellaneous items, consists of briefing procedure, list of form that are normally used by the students during the practical, guide to create Google form or create questionnaire and QR code, and the manager report format. Here are some of the example of briefing procedure that consists of morning briefing and also briefing during the operation and after the operation. We also provide guideline for the manager on the information that should to the staff. Here are also the list of form that students can refer to. Here is some example of equipment checklist. Equipment checklist for buffet, guest reservation or booking list form. These are only some examples of form that can be accessed by scanning the QR code provided in this handbook. The most important part of this handbook is the service task checklist, where students must create a checklist for them to execute before the operation, which means 1 week before, during the operation, and after the operation. The service task checklist help them to execute their task efficiently. Here are some other examples of the form we provided. All of the task checklist, students can get it, and it is editable by scanning the QR given here. Thank you.